Hey, what's up, everybody? How you guys and girls doing today? I hope everybody's awesome. Getting the last couple of finishing touches done here. All right, so we got a question and answer stream for you guys and gals today. If you got some game questions, remember, feel free to ask, right? All right. So whatever you need to know, within reason, I mean, don't ask me like how to do something weird or illegal, but all right, here we are. We got Morgan, we got Brandon, we got Krill. What's up, K-Fed, Alpha? We got Yin, Daniel. We got Paul. What's up, guys? Mito, Stug. How is everyone doing today? Awesome to see everybody. Thank you for being here. All right, so Alpha, reformulate the clan leagues. Well, I don't know really, honestly. That's not something I've really got any type of real explanation about, so I'm not even really sure what a clan league is, right? I don't know if they're planning on doing something with like, a diamond champion masters. I don't know if they're revamping that eventually or if they're doing something with actual clans, but I don't know for sure. They've never really I don't think they ever really gave us any real information on what they are planning on doing there or exactly what that entails, so I don't actually know. Paul, you never know if the new robot's going to be overpowered or not until you get to play it on the live server. Right? Things on the test server are just things on the test server. It's there for testing and for them to decide what they want to do with it. So when it goes live, it may be exactly like it was on the test server, or it could be extremely different. I mean, there's like back when Harpy and Siren were on the test server, they were awful. They were awful. And then when they went live, they were amazing. And there are some other things that were just 100% awesome on the test server, and then when they went live, they sucked. So you never know. It just depends on what they decide to do with the stats and everything, because they could completely make it so much stronger than it was on the test server. But it's really just there for testing right now, and then they decide what they want to do with it. So it's looking pretty crazy, so it definitely has the potential to be ridiculous. But I mean, every so many robots, it used to be in the past, like every so many robots were just kind of so-so or decent, and then they would have one that was really overpowered. But the last several robots that have came out have been really overpowered. Like, I don't know if it's been like the last 4 or last 5 have been extremely powerful, so I'm expecting this to be pretty powerful as well, but we'll find out pretty soon. What's up, Heavy? How you doing today? Killer Bot, what's up, what's up? Nimble. Pursuer with the 100-meter electric weapons. Probably not. The thing is, a lot of the stuff that lets you see somebody in stealth is at close range. So if somebody's running a seeker drone, they will stomp you, right? Plus, that little guy is just so squishy. I think you really want to keep your distance with it. So I think it would be really hard to keep alive with those really close range weapons, especially when a lot of people, once you're within 350 meters, they'll be able to see you in stealth if they're running that seeker. So I want to stay back as far as possible when I'm running a little squishy robot like that. Sup, Gravy? Insidious? Good to see you guys. Alpha says, in this case, they would stop putting players who play custom matches against normal players without a clan. I don't know. Alpha, I really don't know, buddy. I mean, honestly, random players should never really go up against the full clan. So, I mean, if that's what they're planning on doing, that would be really nice. But I have no idea on that one. Like, none whatsoever. Yeah, I think most of us would actually really appreciate that if that's what they did. Oh, yo, what's up, bud? How you doing today? I probably said your name wrong. Is it a good time to come back to War Robots? Good a time as any. I mean, if you want to come back to the game, why not? But things are going to be different now, right? Things are definitely going to be different. Like, we just had the module rework, so you just kind of need to make sure whatever robot you're putting your new resource into, like whatever modules you had, you should have got a resource for them, right? They took away the modules, gave you a resource. So make sure you put that resource in the robots that are actually worth upgrading, because I don't really know what you have, right? Some of those old robots are still really awesome. Some of them suck. But if you got the right old robots and some decent old weapons, yeah, you can come back to the game and still have a lot of fun. So it really depends on what you have, you know? Blue Dragon, what's up, buddy? What's up, Ab? Do I think there's going to be an Ultimate Falcon in the next couple of events? I would not be surprised if they build an Ultimate Falcon, but I have no idea which Titans they might actually be working on currently. So we know there's always going to be more Ultimates coming out, but what, I have no idea. I mean, I think that would be awesome to come out. If we got an Ultimate Falcon with a Traditionalist skill, oh man, I bet it would be able to... I bet it would be able to like out tank anything in the game. It would probably be just ridiculous, but my guess is as good as yours on that one. Can we use the same robot in 2 different hangars after the update? Alright, so codename, I don't think that's going to be the case. I mean, that would be really cool, but I doubt it. That's another thing I've never got any real information on, is how they're going to arrange that, if they're doing the thing where we can pick robots from different hangars or whatever. I doubt you'll be able to put the same robot in more than one hangar. That would be super cool, but more than likely no. So one thing about Pixonic is they kind of announce something, but they don't really give us, most of us YouTubers don't get any more details than what you guys get. So a lot of times we're kind of left guessing or left hanging as well. So we don't really have any more information than anybody else on a lot of this stuff. It'd be nice if they gave us like a really full rundown of what they plan to do so we could let people know. But unfortunately, you know, we're kind of left in the dark about a lot of this. So all I can really do is take some guesses on some of that. Thanks for the Growler. You're welcome. If you want a Growler, that is awesome. Hope you enjoy that thing. What is the Titan that looks like an ultimate Condor with the ultimate paint? So the only flying ultimate Titan we have is the ultimate Ming. I wonder if you're seeing that one. Ultimate Ming is not a very good Titan. I mean, it's got huge amounts of firepower, but it's crazy squishy and it dies really easily. So maybe you saw the ultimate Ao Ming. I would have to see it, you know, I would have to see it to know for sure, but That's the only ultimate Titan we have that flies is the ultimate Ming. Heavy finally got a good drone, but doesn't have any good drone parts. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not easy to get the stuff to level up your drones. I mean, I guess even a level 1 drone is better than no drone at all, but yeah, getting stuff to level up drones is a pain, unfortunately. I mean, I would not say that the Ao Ming was shaped like a condor. I've never seen any type of Titan that really looks like a condor, so I'm not really sure what you saw, honestly. Alright, so charging up a mothership, I mean, there's a lot of things that can charge your mothership. Like getting beacons can help charge it, getting kills, doing damage. I wish I had a full list of everything that would charge the mothership, but I mean, if you just drop into a game and you hang out in the back corner somewhere and hide or something, yeah, you're never going to fill up your mothership. But, you know, kill streaks, beacons, like all that kind of stuff helps you fill the mothership up. It's anytime you like earn some points for doing this thing, that thing, or the other thing, that will give you mothership points. I mean, if you're not getting kills, if you're not getting beacons, and you're just shooting people, it's going to take a lot longer to fill it up compared to if you're out there grabbing beacons and getting a whole bunch of kills and stuff. So the better you do, the faster that mothership's going to fill up. And now there's certain weapons that will fill it up faster too. I can't really remember offhand which ones all do it, but like over the years, there's always been some weapons which will make your motherships fill up faster than others. Might be a Mirror-Mitch. Yeah, Mirror-Mitch doesn't have an ultimate paint job, but I can see how that might actually look a little bit like a condor. Yeah, Mirror-Mitch looks a little bit condorish, actually. I mean, there's an orange paint job for it, so I can totally see how you might think the Mirror-Mitch was a big Titan. I mean, a big condor. Now, Mirror-Mitch is not a good Titan, in my opinion. It's pretty bad. I tried to play it recently. People were saying it was really good, so I tried it out, and man, it did not do well, that's all I'm going to say. So I personally wouldn't buy one or level one up or anything. Is the shell still fast? Alright, so Muhammad, I actually played the shell not too long ago, and I mean, it moves at a decent rate of speed. I wouldn't consider it to be fast. It didn't feel slow, but it's not fast either. I mean, once you use the ability, it starts moving a little bit, but the shell dies so easy. Like, I can max out a shell. I mean, they just break through the shield almost instantly, and then the shell goes down. So I highly disrecommend. I do not recommend a shell. Every once in a while, you see somebody running a shell. Some people are saying, oh yeah, I put a traditionalist shell on the shell and it does great. I've tried the traditionalist and it's still really squishy, so I don't think it's a good robot, personally. Alright, Yin says, you know, if you flip the new robot upside down, it's a shark. I have not noticed that. So what'd you do? Take a picture of it and flip it? Alright, so Ravena. I don't know if the Ravena is bugged or not, but I kind of have a feeling it is. So when this last update hit, when you tried to use the ability on the Ravena, it didn't speed up at all. I said something to Pixonic, and next thing you know, it was just running across the battlefield. So I don't know if they put it like that intentionally. Now on the next update, we got about a week until the next update. So I think exactly 7 days, like next Tuesday, will be the new update. So we'll find out for sure. My guess is if it's still the same way, they did it intentionally. If not, then it's probably bugged. Because what I noticed is normally if there's a bug, if they're going to fix it, seems like a lot of the times they just wait till the next update to implement the fixes. So we'll find out. Right now, it's an awesome robot, though. All right, Gravy says, is it true that Armadillo and Phantom is great for gaining defense points? Well, I don't know if I've played that on the Phantom, but I mean, Armadillo is great for getting defense points because every time you get a beacon or every time you get a kill, it gets a couple of stacks. So once you hit like 5 or 6 stacks, you start getting enough defense points to really notice a difference, but you have to get a bunch of stacks before it really starts to help you out. So, I mean, if you were to drop your Phantom in and get 3 or 4 beacons or 2 or 3 kills really quick, it would definitely start making the Phantom a lot stronger. But if you drop your Phantom in, you run to the center beacon, 3 guys show up, they're going to smash you because you haven't got any stacks on that thing yet, and you don't have your defense points. So, I think that's that robot's so squishy, it would be hard to get some points, some stacks up on that drone quickly with that robot, but if you were able to grab 2 or 3 beacons really quick and 1 or 2 kills, then bam, you got some defense points, and that is going to make the Phantom feel a lot tougher, but I don't know, I don't think that's going to be like an easy task with such a squishy robot. Now, I mean, if you're playing like Kusan, like Kusanagi says there, if you're playing it in like the spider mode, whatever you call it, what's it called? The PvE mode with the little spiders, you start killing those things off, you're going to get a load of stacks. You're going to get a huge amount of defense points to where you're barely taking any damage whatsoever. So in that mode, the Armadillo is amazing. But in regular battles, not so much. Gravy says something about a clan ship. I'm not sure what you're referring to exactly. I think you're talking about the... I think I know what you're talking about. You have to turn that on, though. Like, if I pull up my thing here and look at my clan, if we go in here, we do get a boost on that, right? But you have to turn it on. Your clan has to be donating the resources. Let's go look. So basically, we get our mothership 40% faster, but it costs 3,200 a day, and I'm pretty sure that's per... I don't know if that's per player or just 3,200 per day in general. But yeah, you have to turn that on. Your clan has to have enough memoriam coming in order to keep that activated. But yeah, that'll allow us to charge our mothership up 40% faster. So being in a clan does have certain things that are, helpful. Now, some of these things are worthless, right? I mean, some of these things, if you turn them on, it's almost worthless, right? I mean, it might take like 3 months to accumulate enough to get like 1 upgrade token. Like daily, like per day, we get 0.0242 of a upgrade token. I'm not even sure why we have this turned on. I think it's going to take like 3 months or something. If you do the math, I think it takes like 3 months or something to acquire 1. So somebody turn that on. I'm not really sure why. I mean, some of those things don't really seem like they're worth it, but yeah, when you come in here to your Starbase, it does have a mothership bonus. I think they're going to be adding some new stuff to the Starbase pretty soon, so I think they're going to add some additions to it, giving us more options and more bonuses. And what all they're going to be adding, I'm not 100% sure, but I do know they plan on adding more to it. Have I tried the Ultimate Phantom? Yeah, that little dude is a beast. The Ultimate Phantom is extremely durable. Like, I'm actually amazed how strong that little thing is. I mean, it's a pure straight up beast tank. Alpha, yeah, you might want to join a different clan, right? If you're in a clan that's not communicating, people aren't really working together, they don't get on voice chat, or I mean that's kind of rough. You really want to find a, I mean, if you're serious about being in a good clan, you want people to be on voice chat together when you're playing. You want people to communicate. I mean, if you're just in a random clan, I mean, that's great for a while, but if you're trying to find a serious clan, you want to go find something else. There's nothing wrong with being like in a random disorganized clan like that, but, you know, it's just not as good when it comes to really getting into squad battles and stuff like that. So it really just depends on what you want to do. Phil says 42 days to get one. Phil, thank you. So that's like, you know, what, a month and a half? A month and a half to get one token? That's kind of that's a long wait. All right, so Alpha, there's a lot of interesting stuff that's supposed to be on the next update. But like I said, man, they never really gave us too many details about any of it. So it sounds like there's going to be some really good stuff coming up. It sounds like they're going to be making some big improvements on the next update. There was a small list of stuff. Hey, we're going to do this, and this. But they were really vague about all of it. So I don't have any more information than you guys have on that. But some of that stuff sounds like it's going to be pretty cool. They are going to be improving some of the maps. Like, for some reason, I don't really know why they're doing this, but I think on Shenzhen, that's a really small map. They're going to add conveyor belts so you can ride to the center beacon from your home beacon. I mean, I wish they would do that on a big map like Yamantau instead of a really small map like Shenzhen, but they're going to be adding a bunch of different stuff. I think there's another new map coming out. I think the aircraft carrier is actually going to sink. Like, I think the aircraft carrier sinks now. Like, it'll tip over and go into the water. They're going to be doing a lot of weird and different and interesting stuff coming up, so. But I can't really give you any details on most of it because they didn't give us any details on most of it either. All right, Fenrir, is it good with the Hiroko? Yes, you definitely want the Bernadette Wolf pilot for a Fenrir, right? That's going to give it twice the durability. So Fenrir is amazing with Bernadette Wolf. Now, when it comes to drones, if you're running the unstable conduit and you drop in with Hiroko, I mean, you can spam that unstable conduit over and over and over every 5 seconds. Once you get your 8 stacks, you got a big, huge amount of extra durability built up. So Hiroko can be really good on a Fenrir, plus you got a built-in weapon in that. So you're not only getting a great durability drone, you're also getting it like a 4th weapon on your Fenrir. So Fenrir is a pretty decent robot right now. I mean, it's not what it used to be. It's still like a tank-like robot, but it's not like super tanky like it used to be. But yeah, I think that's really good. Nightcrawler, what's up, man? Blake Lee, hello, hello. Yeah, one thing with the Fenrir is you have to have the right stuff on it. I mean, the other day I played a whole hangar of Fenrirs. Like, I think I had 5 of them in the hangar and it did really good. Now, that was before they did the specializations, though. But the Fenrir is not quite as good, but it's still a nice robot. If you can get the ultimate Fenrir, now that thing is amazing. Gravy Boat says, great idea. I'm not sure which thing was a great idea, but all right. Could have been anything. I don't even know if he's talking to me. Kusanagi says, Revenant is a buff. I definitely hope so, because I'm going to tell you what. If the Revenant stays like it is right now, it is such a good robot. Like, it's so much more fun to play when it moves fast like this, so I definitely hope it's a buff. George doesn't agree with me about the Myrmids. I don't know, man. It gets destroyed so fast. Thing about Mirror is it's got lots of firepower. The ability is amazing, but it goes to land and everybody just shoots it out of the sky and you're dead. The Mirror it did so bad in Champion League. I don't know what league you're in, but in Champion League, the Mirror gets stomped to the ground in seconds. He goes up, he does his thing, then he goes to land and loses his stealth, and, 6 people just shoot at it, and that's it. It's done in like 2 seconds. It's like, hi, I'm Mirror. That's what it does. In the lower leagues, it might be good, but in Champion, something just blows it up, man. All right, so TV, what's up, buddy? TV Carlos said he has his dentist maxed out. Dentist. What is a dentist? Am I gonna be doing a giveaway? Yeah, I might give something away today. Maybe. Kinda. I'll think about it. They just released a video? Shahid, what's up, buddy? I'll have to go watch it. So I guess they released a new video today. I don't know if that goes into more details or whatnot, but yeah, I'm going to go, after the stream ends, I'm going to make sure I go check it out and see what's going on. But yeah, we only got about another week, right? We only got about another week until the new update hits. So they should be releasing more information about some of this stuff pretty soon. Let me check something out. Let's see if they added any new information on their blog or whatever. Yes, they put a whole bunch of stuff up. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we got all the information here. A lot of the stuff still says to be announced though, so unfortunately we don't have all the information yet. Ultimate Hiachi's coming out. Ultimate Vortex. New robots, new pilots. Technical fixes are still to be announced, so yeah. They're not really saying much about much. Your clan's league progress can now be tracked in your Starbase. It is located in the upper right corner of your Starbase view, or you can access it via the clan tab on the battle ending screen. There you can find what league your clan is in, how many league points you need to advance and whatnot. All right. I don't think that's really going to be anything too crazy. So remember, a lot of this stuff won't go live until next week, but yeah, this isn't really telling us much whatsoever. There's not very much information here, so basically it's just showing us which robots and stuff are going to be released on the update. It's not mentioning the maps. I don't see anything about the new maps or the changes to the maps. I'm just seeing the ultimate robot, the new robot, the pilot, the ultimate vortex, and something about clan league. So all right, let's go look in and see. They probably haven't made that live, but let's go look in the Starbase. It says something about the upper right hand corner in the Starbase. I'm guessing this little thing here, this shows our clan cups. So I'm guessing you're probably going to be able to click on this, or maybe they're just talking about this in general. But, I can't see what rank my clan is currently because I can't get into this, but that button right here is probably going to become live, so we can click on it and go check out our clan's actual ranking and stuff. So I think that's really just about, like, if you're an S rank clan, you know, an A rank, a B rank, C rank clan, my guess is it's probably just going to be something to do with your clan rank and not actually leagues, just the S rank or A rank type of deal. I could be wrong. Maybe they're going to add something new in with it, but I'm just kind of taking a guess there by what I'm seeing, because they said it's going to be in the top right corner, and right now that's the only thing up there that doesn't actually work when you click on it. So it's probably that. What's up, K-Fed? What's up, Dames? Dames says, honestly, save your PT. Yeah, you definitely want to save your resources for stuff that is really good. Kasan says, Danny, Revenant ability is so good it'll never be obsolete. It will never be too much affected by the nerf. Same for Indra. Yeah, I mean, they would have to nerf both of those things again to kill them off. I mean, both of those are excellent. Indra is excellent, and Revenant is excellent. So they would have to do a major change to both of those robots to make them bad. But the abilities are awesome. So Aether is a fun Titan to play. My Nenny, I'm probably saying that wrong, is asking something about Aether. Aether's fun, right? I don't think Aether is going to be one of the better Titans in the game. Like, once you get up into the Champion League, Indra's really good right now. Luchador is really good right now. Rook is good, except for there is a bug with its shield, so hopefully that gets fixed on the upcoming update. The Mauler is really good, and the Bagla, sorry, however you say it, that Titan's really good, but a lot of the Titans right now are just kind of old, they're outdated, they're just kind of either so-so or they're terrible to play. But I can actually play the Aether, but there are a lot of better choices out there. Aether is a very fun Titan. I really enjoyed playing it, but it's not really able to keep up with the better Titans on the battlefield at the moment. Now, Heimdall is one of those deals where if it wasn't for the Mauler, the Heimdall would be awesome right now. Heimdall is a great Titan, but the Mauler destroys it. So that's the problem with almost everything. There's nothing out there that can keep up with the Mauler right now. So if they nerf the Mauler, I think a lot of older Titans are going to be relevant again. But Mauler just rips everything to pieces. It sucks. They need to rebalance the Mauler. But I mean, Luchador, if you can get a Luchador, it's really good. I don't know if that's something they're going to rebalance. On the last update, they were going to downgrade the Luchador, but then they decided to leave it alone. The scary thing about that is it still may be on their radar of something that they want to change. So they may or may not decide to change the Luchador. Right now, it's awesome, right? It's one of the few Titans that can sort of stand up to a Mauler, but I don't know. I'm worried that they're still going to downgrade it. Dark Matter, what's up, man? What are better bots than Revenant in the offers? So I think everybody gets different offers, Dark Matter. If you're talking about like what's in today's daily deals, I don't know if I have the same thing as you. I mean, I'll look in there and see what I have, but Revenant's awesome. I love the Revenant. That is a really, 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 really good robot. But if I check this out, there's no guarantee. You might have some of the same offers, but... So they got a Shenlao. I mean, that's a good offer. If you like the Shenlao, it's still a little pain in the butt. That's a good deal. What else do we got? We got a Typhon, unfortunately. I think that's a little on the blah side right now. Dagon. I don't know. Alright, we got that guy. We got a Pathfinder with Weber's for $16.99. That's a good deal. We got a Rook deal. We got an Aether deal. Kraken Indra for 10 bucks. You can get an Indra with the Maha Vajras and a pilot. That's a good deal. But I mean, if I wanted a Shenlao, that looks pretty good. Or if I wanted an Indra, that looks pretty good. We got Nether. We got the Revenant. 12 bucks for that Revenant. That's a great deal. $8 for the Scorpion. That's a good deal. I mean, it's really going to be personal preference, but the Revenant and the Scorpion are both really good. I don't know if you got the same deals or not, but Shenlao, Revenant, and Scorpion are the three things I see in there that are worth getting. Plus that Indra deal was pretty awesome, so. But you know, it's kind of personal preference as to what you like. Gravy says, basically on Muller with the Yang Li pilot, you can put on 2 death survivors at 50% health recover. Yeah, it's crazy. It's way too strong. Like the Muller is way too strong. It shouldn't be allowed to destroy everything like that. You can't kill it. That's the problem. You could have like 15 robots shooting at it at once and it would just laugh. It'd be like, ha, 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 ha. It's a bit too much. Carlos says, I use the bedware with the acid shotguns. It's really strong. I mean, bedware is pretty cool. Mauler is probably going to kick your butt, but I think once the Mauler gets rebalanced, the bedware is a great Titan. That's the thing. I really enjoy playing the bedware. I love playing it, but Mauler still beats it up really easily. So once they rebalance the bedware, as long as the next Titan that comes out, right, there's going to be a new Titan coming out sometime soon. Everybody's calling it the Bear Titan. I guess people think it looks like a bear. Now, I don't know if it's going to be another Titan that you can't kill or what. So, more than likely, when that comes out, they're going to nerf the Mauler. But the thing is the new Titan going to take the Mauler's place of the unkillable turd or what, right? That's the scary part. If I miss anybody's comments, I'm sorry. Sometimes they go by kind of fast. Yeah, the kid's basic Titan, right? The kid has a lot of flaws. For example, you only get the defense points when you go into the ability, and you don't have all your weapons unless you're in the ability on the kid. So that thing you're at a really major disadvantage playing the kid, unfortunately. You definitely want to get another Titan as soon as possible, but you want to make sure you get a good one. Hey, Valcor, what's up, man? Dragon, what's up? Oh, yeah, they're supposed to be doing something new with the workshop as well, so they're supposed to be improving the workshop. That is pretty cool. I mean, I don't know. I don't have any details. I don't know if you're going to be able to build stuff faster. They kind of mentioned it on that last video they made, but my memory's terrible. But they did say they were going to be improving the workshop greatly, making it better for, getting stuff. So I think maybe we're going to be able to build stuff faster. I wish I had a good memory, guys. I really do. I think it's part of my autoimmune disease kind of messes up my memory. I used to have a really good memory, but I can't remember what I did 2 minutes ago these days. Having an autoimmune disease really screws everything up, but wait, Shahid, what do you mean 50-cent offers, man? Did you seriously have stuff for sale for 50 cents? I don't think I've ever seen that before. That'd be awesome, actually. Your Revenant's crap, really? Let me show you how I got mine set up, Dark. Mine's awesome. You got to know when to hit the healing module, though. If you don't hit the healing module at the right time, your Revenant will die. It's all about timing the ability with the healing module. So this is what I got on mine, right? I got the Brawler, of course. All right, we got a Repair Amp and a Nuke Amp, and then we got the Unstable Conduit, or you can go with Advanced Repair. Conduit's probably better, but Advanced Repair works as well. When it comes to pilot skills, I've got the Death Survivor, Armor Expert, Tough Guy, Cautious Pilot, Roadhog, Customization Adept, and Defense Expert, right? That gives him a crap load of extra durability right there. I mean, that's a lot. I mean, there's almost 40% more durability right there between Tough Guy and Cautious Pilot. Then we got another almost 20% here. So that's like 60% more durability, plus another 20 defense points and another 15% durability right there. I mean, that's crazy durability, right? These pilot skills boost the durability like crazy. And then I got the healing drone on top of it. If I put that Hawkeye on there, or even if I put a Hiroko on there, that gives you crazy durability. Shy drone works really well. I mean, if you build this thing well, it's a beast. So I'm not really sure if you're not timing the healing module properly, or maybe you don't have the right pilot skills, but Revenant's a monster, actually. Hey, Rex, what's up, buddy? Ah, you got in the Champion League. Awesome, my friend. Hope you like it up there. Champion's rough, but it's a lot of fun. All right. Man, the chat's going fast today. Faster than I can answer stuff. What's my top 3 old school bots? Ooh, thank you. We got a donation. Thank you. All right, so Mauler with Runer, Anguisher, or Pyros, right? So I kind of like the Pyros when facing other Maulers. So the Runers are probably going to be like the best overall weapon, right? These shotguns are amazing, but if you put Pyros on it and you're fighting other Maulers, you can actually use that to your advantage, because wait for the other Mauler to dash at you, and then use your dash to back away from him and then start shooting him with the flamethrowers, right? Those shotguns work best at close range because they got a spread. So if you can move backwards from the other Mauler, those weapons he's probably running, which will more than likely be the shotguns, are just kind of lightly hitting you since you've got your distance, and you just dash back and you'll be able to hit them full force with the flamethrowers. So, I mean, when I'm fighting other Maulers with my Mauler with the flamethrower, as long as I can keep my distance and then fire, then he dashes again and I dash backwards. If I can stay away from him, I often end up beating up the other Mauler with the flamethrower. So you can kind of use the flamethrowers to your advantage if you're able to stay back. Now, if you can't get back and the other Mauler gets really close to you with the shotguns, he's probably going to take you out. So there's a little bit of a skill build there. But I think the Pyros or the Runers are both really awesome. But I like the Pyro Infernos personally. It just really depends on your playing style. I mean, if you just want to get right up in somebody's face and brawl, definitely go with the acid shotguns. But if you want to stay back a little bit and fight, then you would go with the flamethrower. So I think it depends on your playing style there. Hopefully that helps you decide. But as far as top 3 old bots, it depends on what you mean by old bots. Like, I guess some people consider old bots from a year ago. Some people consider old bots to be from like 15 years ago. But, so my favorite older robots in general right now would definitely be the Revenant. I love the Revenant. If you build it right, I consider that to be an old bot. I think that the Ravena is 100% amazing if you build the Ravena right. I'm still trying to figure out about the Invader. I mean, I think I found a pilot skill set up on the Invader that's making it good again. So that might be on my list of older robots. I got to do some more testing on it, but Fenrir is decent these days. I mean, the new specializations feature changed a lot of things in the game, so I don't know. But Ochakochi's pretty good. I mean, I'm not really sure you consider that an old bot, but it's still pretty good for something that's not brand new. But it's kind of rough finding some of the older stuff to play now after the specializations thing. Nightcrawler, what's up, man? Dragon says it can be destroyed, only survives because it uses the dash. How strong is Curry? Alright, so Curry is squishy. It's very, very squishy when it's not in the ability, but it's still pretty strong when it's in the ability. So the thing with Curry is, you almost have to use the ability when you're fighting and then get back to cover and hide before the ability ends, because it will die pretty quickly when it's out of the ability now. So it's a tank in the ability and squishy out of the ability. So it's not easy to play, but I would say it's still really good if you play it well. It's really fun. It's great, but it's not super easy to keep that thing alive, unfortunately. Oh, XLX, what's up, bud? Good to see ya. Wait, yeah, you created a new account and you got a Spectre with Vortex for 50 cents? That's crazy. That's kind of cool, actually. That's not something you're gonna, carry up into the higher leagues, but crap, man, in the lower leagues, a Spectre with those for 50 cents, that would be a really good thing to get you off to a nice start, actually. 50 cents, that's insane. That's completely insane. I like it. Dark says Pixonic needs a massive, or Revenant needs a massive buff. I don't know, man. Mine's really tanky. Mine's really, 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 really good. So I hope you don't have a bugged one or something, but yeah, mine's a beast. Mine is a beast. Silver Free Workshop. So you know what? I think they did say something like that. I wish I had a good memory, but I know they're going to really revamp it. It's supposed to be a lot better. I'm really interested to find out the details of what they're doing to the workshop, but it sounds like they were going to do some cool stuff to it. What's up, Andrew? All right. This is what happens when you're dyslexic. I thought he asked me, what about a raptor with a skeeter? I'm like, what is a skeeter? He said seeker. Oh, man. All right, so raptor with a skeeter or a Hawkeye. So I would go with the Hawkeye if possible. The Hawkeye really helps you stay alive a lot longer. But I mean, if you're struggling to deal with stealth bots, they're both going to be excellent builds, and something just went in my eyeball. Hold on a second. Something's in my eye. But I think it's really going to be personal preference. I mean, if you're struggling with stealth bots, the Seeker is going to be amazing. But if you want to just have more survivability and last longer, you're going to want to go with the Hawkeye. Either one can be amazing. I mean, I think the Hawkeye is going to be a lot better in the long run if you're just trying to survive as long as possible. But if you're dealing with those new robots and you want to take them out, or the Duxus, or the Lynx is running around all over the place and they're constantly going into stealth and you're getting sick of it, that's when you want to throw on a Seeker. So it's really going to be a personal preference thing. But me personally, I would go with the Hawkeye on there myself for the extra durability. What are the best weapons to use for the Shenlao? All right, so I would say any type of shotguns that do good damage. Like, shotguns are really nice, but I still think like the little 100-meter Tesla weapons like the Fang bows are really good on there. Now, if you don't want to play with those, I would just throw some of the blast shotguns on there, or if you have any of the ultimate shotguns, those will work really, really well. But you kind of, since you're going to be teleporting right up to people, you just want some sort of weapon that does really big damage at point blank, right? So shotguns are ideal. If it does big damage quickly and has a fast reload, you're good to go. The only thing about those little 100-meter Tesla weapons is they have a really long reload now, so that may be a deal breaker for some people. But the best part of those is you can actually teleport into a crowd of like 3 or 4 people, and you're going to be able to shoot all of them at the same time if you have those weapons. So those things are freaking amazing until you run out of ammo and you're like, crap, now I got to wait 10 seconds. So those might be a little bit hit and miss for some people, but I still think they're your best choice. But if you don't want to deal with that long reload, something like the blast shotguns or ultimate shotguns or even the new sonic weapons are going to be really, really good. Oh yeah, Angler, that's a great old school robot as well. It's not super old school, but it's a really good robot. Angler is amazing. So yeah, you got a good idea there with the Angler. Z Frank. Do I think the Bersaglier should be nerfed to rebalance? Are you talking about the Titan or the robot? Their names are so similar, I get confused as to which one's which. I mean, the Titan is ridiculous, right? The Titan is ridiculous with that crazy long-range sniper weapon that's got built into it. So I think they should maybe tone that down a little bit so the weapons aren't so strong. The robot itself, I think, is perfect as it is. I do kind of wish they would... I mean, the Titan itself is kind of perfect as it is if it didn't do quite so much damage. I just think it can do a little bit too much damage, honestly. Now, as far as the robot itself, it's the robot version of the Bersaglier is pretty good, but maybe they could lower the damage on it just a little bit. I mean, if you put 4 screamers on that thing, the amount of damage it can do is insane. I mean, that will almost one-shot kill anything. So maybe the damage bonuses between the robot and the Titan need to go down, but that's the only thing I feel like they need to change on those is a little less damage. They shouldn't be able to just womp on you and wipe you out that quickly. But I wouldn't be surprised if they do downgrade those pretty soon. Sahid says, are the cryo weapons still viable? Yes. Yes, they are. They're very, very good, very hard-hitting weapons. I mean, one thing you got to remember is they're rockets. They travel a little bit slowly. It might be a little bit hard to hit a moving target with them, but if you can land the shots, they do big, gigantic, awesome damage. So if you're good with them, the cryo weapons are amazing. Yeah, Rhino. Rhino is a terrible robot, but I tried to play a Rhino like a year ago, 6 months ago. I played like one game and I was like, nope. Like I was like, oh, someone's behind me. I need to turn around. So you got to put the shield down, and that thing turned around like a turtle. Well, somebody would just like killed me because I couldn't turn around fast enough to shoot him. I was like, nope. Rhino is so bad. Rhino is so bad. Edward, what's up, bud? I'm doing good. How about yourself? All right. Sahid says they need to put motherships in the workshop. You know, that would be nice. Are they going to do that? I don't know, but that would be nice. I mean, that's actually a good idea. It's really hard to get those, though, unfortunately. So, Gravy, here's the problem with the report a cheaters function. People misuse and abuse that daily. There's thousands of reports coming in because somebody's upset that, oh, the other team beat me. Like, they beat us. I'm going to report every single person on the other team for cheating. Right? You would not believe how many people, every single time they lose a game, report all the players on the other team. Or somebody will be on their team and they don't like that person didn't do good. So the amount of fake reports coming in, it's impossible for Pixonic to properly weed through who's actually cheating and who's not, because so many people are screwing it up by misusing the report button. This is the problem with people, is they abuse things. They ruin stuff. I mean, the report button would be amazing if people were seriously only using it when they really thought somebody was cheating. But that's not the case. There's thousands of fake reports coming in every day. Every single day, thousands of people pressing the report button for no reason. It's ruining the support button. They can't figure out, who's actually doing something wrong. That's why the support button doesn't work, is the players screw it up and ruin it. It sucks, but yeah, they can't do much, right? I mean, if they see the same players getting reported over and over and over and over and over, then they notice a trend there, they might actually look into it. But it's really hard for them to find out which reports are real and which ones are fake because people are stupid. Yin says, ice rockets are good on Scorpion. They are. They're hard to play, but they're good if you can land the shots for sure. Ab says, Revenant can be... Oh, the Iron Hearth drone. Ab, I don't like the Iron Hearth anymore. It used to be awesome, but I've tried it recently, and it doesn't seem to do what it used to do. So, I mean, yeah, if you got an Iron Hearth, try it out on your Revenant. Maybe it'll work better for you than it did for me. But as soon as you go into the ability, the Iron Hearth kicks in. And it's supposed to make you immune to all this stuff. But back in the day, that was the absolute best drone you could put on the Revenant. Now I'm not so sure, but definitely try it if you got it. Yin's got a Beyond Godlike with a level 5 Scorpion and Mark II ice rockets. Nice. What's up, GS? How are you today? All right, so Kassan says, for a SAG layer without the legendary pilot is not that OP. Trying to remember how I was playing mine. I was playing it without the legendary pilot. I've got 2 pilots for mine, and I can't remember how the heck I had it set up, but it did good with and without. On the Battle Wreck account, I'm trying to remember what the original pilot I was using was. I don't know if it was a Trixie Hope, or it might have been that lapel guy for the long range pilot that gives you more damage from a distance. I can't really remember, but I don't know. I mean, it gets a huge damage boost, so. Iron Hearth on a Shinlao. Yin, I don't know. I've never thought about that or anything. Have you tried it? Daniel Pro, what's up? Good to see ya. Dark says, I have Ultimate Avenger and Ultimate Blaze on Revenant, and I equipped Hawkeye. Is that a poor setup? Ultimate Avenger is really good, and Ultimate Blaze is really good. I mean, it seems to me like that should be pretty nice. I mean, I haven't played the Ultimate Flamethrowers in a while, but last time I played them, they were kicking major butt. So, unless they've nerfed those weapons or something, that should be a pretty good setup. I mean, I just play like blast shotguns on mine, or, I just play like basic stuff on mine, and I really enjoy it. So I would think that would be good. I mean, you do have an 8-second reload on the Ultimate Avenger, so that may be a little bit of an issue if you need a faster reload, but I mean, that's a great weapon. And those flamethrowers were really good last time I played them, so I can't imagine that would be a bad setup. Aku says, Iron Hearth now only decent on the Kepri. I don't think I've ever played that on the Kepri, honestly. What's up, Happy Bubbles? How are you doing today? Awesome to see ya. All right, so for the Pathfinder, you want to... All right, so I don't personally like the Eddie Knoll pilot, all right? Some people really do, but I feel that it does very, very little. I mean, that would only work well on certain weapons, right? Eddie Knoll is a weapon pilot, so if you got the right weapons on there, it will do a little teeny tiny bit to make your weapons better, but I don't really care for it. So Trixie Hope is really good on everything. Let me look at the Pathfinder's pilot again to remind me what it does really quick. Like I said, I got a terrible memory. I always got to look at things to refresh what they do, but I do find that the pilot that comes on the Pathfinder is really good. So let me double check the ability really quickly, and then I'll tell you what's better between that and the Trixie Hope. But I'm a big fan of the Pathfinder's legendary pilot. Ever since I put it on there, I've noticed it does really well. But again, right, Trixie Hope is also awesome. All right, so you're basically getting a built-in shield breaker. So what's more important to you? Would you rather be able to shoot people through shields? Or would you rather be able to heal more often, right? Personally, there's so many things running around with little energy shields all over the place. I would prefer to have the shield breaker. So that's just me. I think this one's going to be personal preference. But I'm a big fan of the shield breaker you get from this. So for me, I'm going to choose the John Ostrid pilot any day of week over the Trixie Hope. But if I didn't have the John pilot, I would be really happy running the Trixie Hope. So I think that one's really going to come down to personal preference, but when I fire off my shots, it's going to go right through somebody's shield and probably kick their butt really quick. So I think it's worth it. I think that's really worth it. I mean, it does save for 3 seconds, but I actually love getting that shield breaker from this. But I think you have to use the ability, and then you get 3 seconds worth of shield breaker, right? So it's pretty nice in my opinion, but I think either one would be just as good. It just really depends on what you like better type of deal. All right, Happy, what do you mean by is Spiral in Legends League still good? Are you talking about the Spiral weapons? The Spiral weapons are old school. I wouldn't really run them on anything, to tell you the truth. Maybe you're talking about something different. Edward bought a lot of gold chips for my Nebula. You know, Nebula was a really cool drone back in the day, and it still comes in handy, but, you know, unfortunately, it's not what it used to be. Yeah, Dark, I mean, there's a lot of drones that work really good on the Revenant. I do like the Shy drone, I like the Pascal, I like the Hiroko, and I like the Hawkeye. I think any of those can be really good, or even a Whiteout sometimes can be pretty good, but I think any of those work very well on there. You're running Freedom Mace on your Pathfinder. I personally like to have something that gives me a little more range on the Pathfinder. You know, I really like the atomizers. I don't know why, but I love the atomizers on the Pathfinder. But the Cheyenne weapons are my all-time favorite. I think the Cheyennes are the best thing you can put on there. I know the reload's a little long, but they're just amazing weapons. If I'm not going to run those, I'm going to run the atomizers. That's personally how I do it. But I've tried some of the shotgun weapons on the Pathfinder, and they're nice, but I prefer to have something that gives me a little bit more range. Because I think when the Pathfinder starts out, you're more of a support, right? You're more of a support robot. So Mace is a weapon that I absolutely love, but it wouldn't be my top choice for Pathfinder personally. Z Frank says, I think the sniper is the only way we can deal with those new robots like Dux and Condor and Muller. Thing is, you need to be able to see those things in stealth, right? Condor is a pain in the butt, right? Ducks, really easy to kill when it's not in stealth for the most part. That's the problem with ducks. It's always going into stealth. The brand new robot always going into stealth. So, I don't know. The sniper, you know, the sniper stuff can come in really handy. Like the Sniper Titan can actually take out a Mauler pretty easily with a couple of shots. I mean, if you can stay back from the Mauler, you can destroy a Mauler with the Sniper Titan. But that Sniper Titan's really hard to play is the problem with it. It's super good though. Have I ever tried the tier with healing weapons? K-Fed, I don't know. I like the sound of that though. I like the tier. I don't remember playing the tier since the new specializations have came out, so let's actually see what kind of class is he? Anybody know what class the tier is? Is he a damage dealer or is he a support? If he's a support, he can get the nuke amp. That might be a cool robot. I might have to try that out again because tier is a pretty sweet robot actually. I always have lots of fun. I mean, it's not really one of the better robots, but I've always had a lot of fun playing the tier. So if he can get the repair amplifier, I bet he's still pretty awesome. Support, yeah, so he does get a repair amp. You know what? I might have to put him in and run him. I'm not sure where mine's at. I'm not going to look for it right now. But yeah, that might be a cool build. I mean, if you got like the Growler and the Screamers or whatever on there, I forget what the light one's called, but if you get those on there, or the healing weapons, man. Healing weapons and a Hawkeye drone on the tier sounds pretty amazing, actually. Maybe I'll try that out. That sounds super awesome. Alright, Cell wants to know how can I get a Dux? Unfortunately, the answer to that is buy data pads right now. I think the only way you're going to get a Dux is out of the data pads. But K-Fed, man, now you... I wish you wouldn't have said that. Now you make me want to try it, man. Kron says, the mace is a great go-to weapon. I love the mace on brawlers. Like, brawlers and those mace shotguns are awesome. Velcor says, nah, Pathfinder has passive ability health. Yeah, you know, if you put the Friezo drone, I forgot to mention that when I did the build video with the Seeker, the Friezo drone will give your Pathfinder a lot of extra durability. So once you get a couple of stacks built up, you can almost brawl with it. But I think you got to get a few stacks built up first. But I totally forgot to mention, put a Friezo drone on it if you're looking for durability. I still wish, I'm like, man, I'm so stupid. I forgot to mention that on the video, but I guess nobody's perfect. Typhon with ultimate Orkins. I don't know. Ultimate Orkins are pretty short range for a Typhon, though. I think Typhon's a really fun robot. Normally when I play him, though, I use about a 500 or a 600 meter weapon, and I try and use the speed to run around and stay away from people and shoot people from a distance. Every time I get close to somebody in the Typhon, I get wiped out really quickly. It doesn't seem like a good close range robot, so I'm not really sure if I would want to run Ultimate Orkins on a Typhon. But, I mean, Ultimate Orkins in general, last time I played them, they were awesome. But I think I would want something where I could stay back a good 500 or 600 meters with the Typhon, because it is really squishy right now. I mean, Trixie's a great pilot, but I don't think the Trixie's really going to give you enough healing to keep that squishy robot alive, at least not when you're brawling against these really powerful robots in Champion Leagues. And now that we have the new robot out there with the, what do you call those new weapons? You start getting hit with these, what do you call them? I'm having a brain fart. You start getting hit with these things here. The, what, Devastators? The Regulators, right? You get shot with this thing, your Typhon is dead, even if you're 500-600 meters away. So Typhon's going to have a really hard time out there on the battlefield right now, due to the fact that there's people with growlers and these things running around that can do some huge damage from range. So it wouldn't be one of my top picks at the moment. All right, so Dark, you went from Shy to Hawkeye. Yeah, let me know if you like it, if you try it out. I mean, Hawkeye's awesome. Hawkeye's awesome. If I miss anybody's comments, I apologize. Discipline on the Pathfinder. That might not be too bad, actually. I don't know if I've ever tried that, but I bet that would be good. What's a good drone for Harpy? Well, I would say right now, if I were going to play a Harpy, trying to think. I mean, there's a couple, like Deltaki can be good if you want the built-in laser beam. Like Deltaki would be pretty decent. I think the Pascal would be really good for some extra durability. A Shy would be really good for some durability in the last stand. I'm trying to think what would be the absolute best drone for a Harpy right now. I would probably go with the Shy drone, I think. I mean, you could go with paralysis if you had the right weapons to lock people down, but I would probably go with the Shy drone. I mean, one thing about the drones right now is there's a lot of drones that are actually really good. So a lot of robots have 3 or 4 drones that really fit it well, in my opinion. Have I tried the Ravager with Growlers? Yes, and surprisingly, I keep coming back to playing these instead. The Growlers were good, but I feel like I get the kills quicker with these. Which is weird because when I do a damage test, the Growlers are getting the kills quicker, but on the battlefield, for some weird reason, these are working better for me. So, I mean, I guess there's always 1,000 different situations. I mean, a test where things are just standing there. I don't know. There's always a lot of variables out there on the battlefield. So I do like the Growlers a lot. They do really good. I mean, these aren't even maxed out. These are level 6 Mark II, and they're tearing people to pieces. To where my Growlers are also level 6 Mark II. So at the same level, I still, for some reason, like the new weapons, or these weapons, better than the Growlers, but either one's freaking awesome. I mean, I was tearing people to pieces with the Growlers, but I think what it is I really like about these is you get more range, right? I can get stuff from a little further away. I can stay back. I don't know, I just like these. All right. Kusan used to run the hazards with the Pathfinder. I can see that being a good build. I'm sure I've ran that before. I don't really remember running it, but I'm sure I have. Velcor says lockdown and quantum radar is meta at the moment. Is the Nether with 4 tricksters good? All right, so Dame's Nether is a really hard robot to play right now. I mean, I haven't played the Nether in so long. I don't expect it to be a very good robot in Champion League currently, but I don't know. I guess I would have to try it. I'm not really sure how that would do, honestly. I was never good with, even when the Nether was new, I was never good with it. That's a weird robot to play. Like, you gotta have, I think, like, really fast reflexes. It's a weird robot. So unfortunately, I'm probably not the best person to ask about that particular robot because I was never good with it. I enjoyed it, but it was never really my style or my thing. So all right, so is the Labyrinth still good? Oh, Ophian Labrys. Alright, so here's the one problem with the Ophian. People are running shield breakers, right? The Raptor robot, if you got all the special drone on, not the drone, yeah, the drone on it. You got the drone on the oh my god, I can't talk today. If you got the drone on the Raptor, it's either the drone or the pilot, I can't remember, but one of them gives him a shield breaker. So Raptors are running around with shield breaker, people are running shield breaker modules. You know, there's certain robots that have a pilot that give them a shield breaker, so Ophian is constantly getting killed right through his shield when I play it, so I'm having very little luck keeping Ophians alive due to the amount of people running a shield breaker. So personally, I don't think it's the greatest thing. Now the Labrys weapons, last time I played them, they were doing okay. They don't feel like super great, but they're definitely usable. They wouldn't be my first choice for anything right now, but they're usable weapons, right? They're usable. I mean, the Ophian with those weapons is decent enough if you're not being shield broken, right? If you can get up in the air, you can play it really well, land behind cover, and not get killed through your shield, the Ophian would be okay, but the problem is everybody shield breaks it. That's my issue with it. Is the paralysis good with the bendy bullets? All right, Yin, so paralysis will lock down pretty quick. Like, the bendy bullets shoot so many particles, that'll make the paralysis lock stuff down really fast. So I would say yes, that is a good weapon to run with the paralysis. Cell says, brother, Ravager is a strong robot, but I need Growler weapons. Can I win the giveaway of Growler? You would have to win just like anybody else, my friend. All winners are picked randomly, so I mean, you just won the new robot. Chances of winning a weapon as well are very low, but you never know. I mean, you just never know. I still got about, I think there's still about 20. I still have a very small handful of Growlers to give away. So you have a chance of winning one. You can only win one at the most, but it'd be very surprising if you were to get a robot and the weapon. I mean, it could happen, but chances are very low. But you know, all winners are picked randomly. I don't just be like, here, let's give this person something, right? I use that little tool to pick the winners, and unless the tool picks you, unfortunately, you know, you're not going to get anything. It's actually against the rules for me to just give people stuff. If I want to continue doing giveaways, I have to pick everything randomly. That's, you know, the game makes the rules, so I got to follow the rules they give me. Gravy's been using the Seeker with the Sport Condor and Sport Screamers and 2 Hellers. I can see that being quite good, actually. Alright, Madeline wants to know, what is defense mitigation? Alright, so I'm not sure if you're familiar what the word mitigation means, but it's basically like getting rid of defenses, right? It mitigates your defenses. I would have to look it up in the dictionary to give you a proper definition, but let's just say your robot has a whole bunch of defense points and it's taking 50% less damage. If you have defense mitigation, you're going to ignore a bunch or maybe even all of those defense points, depending on how much defense mitigation you're getting. So it basically allows you to bypass robots' defense points. That's the easiest way to say it. Oh, Dark, tomorrow is your birthday. Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday. That's awesome, sort of, if you like birthdays. I don't like birthdays, but just means you're getting older. That's what I say. But, you know, hey, Vulture, what's up, buddy? Hussein says, how to enter the giveaway. So the Growler, you got to go find the video and fill out the sheet. So in a minute here, we only got a few more minutes left on this stream, so we're actually going to give out a couple of items today. We're about to start a giveaway here in just a minute and give out a couple of growlers. I think we're going to give out two weapons today. I mean, I'm kind of running out of stuff, so the new update starts in about a week. So sometime during the new update, I should have another brand new fresh batch of 200 items to give out. So new stuff will be, a new big giveaway will be coming out pretty soon. Let me try and get the giveaway set up. I mean, we only got about 10 minutes left, so I guess we might as well go ahead and do it. Let me get this going, guys. Let me get this going. Well, let me get the random comment picker thinger set up. So we're going to get this going. So we're going to give out 2 growler weapons today. All right, let me go to giveaways. Let me reset all entries. All right, entries are reset. So remember, I'm going to give you a code to type in. If you type it in more than one time, the bot will disqualify you and you don't have a chance of winning. All right, so Jason says, please read my comment above. Let me read his comment really quick. It seems important. Jason says, Danny, I have a level 80 Mauler with a max pilot level 70 for SAG level 70 pilot and a level 30 Devourer with no pilot. In what order should, what order should you do the upgrades, taking longevity into account? So you're trying to upgrade. All right, so I'm not really sure what you're asking. Are you trying to, I mean, you use different resources for the robot and the Titan, so I always try and level things up very evenly. You always want to keep the weapons at the same level or slightly higher than the robot, because if you don't have you got to have the durability and the damage, right? You got to have both. Like, let's just say you just level up the weapons to max and you're playing a low level robot. That robot's going to be so squishy, even though it's got a lot of damage, it's going to blow up really quickly. So you want to kind of keep everything around the same level. So I try to level everything up evenly. Even when I'm leveling up a Titan, most of the time I just kind of, level up the weapons a little bit, then I level up the Titan a little bit, then the weapons. I kind of just try and do everything evenly. It's kind of a pain. I mean, it's a long process if you don't have the resources, but you want everything to be pretty even. You want everything to feel balanced, because if you just do like one thing at a time, your weapons, robots, everything is probably going to feel really unbalanced. Like, let's just say you max out the Titan completely, but you haven't done anything with the weapons yet. You're going to be doing no damage whatsoever, but you might be durable. So I just try to level everything up as evenly as possible. I mean, it takes a long time. Sometimes you got to have a lot of patience, but the general rule is keep the weapons 2 levels above the robot, or at least at the same level. I mean, if you're doing a Titan, you got your 3 different Titan sections. I would just try and do 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Like, upgrade each one evenly. I mean, for the most part. It's a pain leveling stuff up on this game. It can take a really long time, but, evening things out is the key to doing well, because you can't have the damage without the durability, or you can't have the durability without the damage, or things aren't going to work out so well. So you just kind of got to keep everything as even as possible. All right. Let's start this giveaway for a growler. You have to type ZZ1 into the chat. If you type it in more than one time, the bot will disqualify you. So don't type it in more than once, guys and gals. Only type it in once. So there's our little giveaway. It has started. We are going to give away two weapons today. So Aaron says, I have a Ox Minos, a Luchador, a Heimdall, and Newton. I am currently running Crack and Indra. You want to sell the Ox, Minos, and the Newton. Newton sucks. Here's the problem with selling something, right? You're going to get very little. If you've invested resources into that Titan and you sell it, you're not going to get much of anything back. There's a small possibility that in the future they could nerf that and that could become really good again. So my advice is don't sell anything, right? If you put resources into it, I wouldn't sell it because it may be something that in the future you're going to be like, crap, man, I shouldn't have done that, you know? I mean, you can sell the stuff if you want. I mean, Newton's pretty much trash right now. I mean, Newton's not very good whatsoever, but I definitely wouldn't sell the Minos, right? The Minos is a really fun Titan. I think once they nerf the Mauler and they tone that thing down a little bit, the Minos can probably be playable again. Now, Newton, I'm not really sure. But I really wouldn't suggest selling stuff. I mean, you can if you want to. I just don't suggest it. But, I mean, Luchador is awesome. Heimdall is awesome. I love both of those right now. I mean, Luchador is probably a little bit better than the Heimdall, but I think they're both really good. Okay. Yeah, capitals don't matter. It doesn't matter if you put capital or lowercase. All right, guys. Oh, Grady White, what's up, buddy? Void says, what's the giveaway? These are for Growler weapons. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pick a winner. And if you're chosen, right, if it chooses you to win, give me your player ID and your platform. All right, I'm going to hit the choose a winner button. I got to get this up on the screen really quick. Here it is. All right, here we go, guys. I'm counting down from 10, and then I'm going to choose a winner, and then we'll give out one more after this. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I am pressing the button. If you win, I need your player ID and your platform. Somebody from the last live stream gave me a ID that doesn't exist, unfortunately. All right, GS Ganish, what is your player ID and platform? You just won a Growler. Now, if you've already won one, you can't win a second one, so just remember that. Like, I have a code, and it only lets me put it in once for a player ID, so. Hades needs 4 Ravengers. That's too many Ravengers. What is the Titan for free-to-play? Right now, I think the best Titan you can buy is save up your resources and get yourself a Luchador. I mean, only thing is you don't know when they're going to nerf something or rebalance it, but right now the Luchador is one of the best Titans you can buy with resources. Luchador is just really good. All right, so let me put you on the winners list. I will send these out after the thing there. This one is for a Growler. Let me go to the Growler list and put you on there. So, wow. There's only a couple of Growlers left. There's less than I thought, actually. The Growlers are almost gone. Alright, we're going to give out one more, guys. So you are Android. Let me type that in really quick. Let me find my on-screen keyboard. That says Android, so let me type in well, wait. Hold on. Let me just do this. I'll mess with that later. There we go. That's fine for now. That'll work. I'll fix that after the stream. So we're going to go ahead and give away another one. Let me go ahead and reset this. Congrats for winning that. That's awesome. All right, so I've reset all the entries. We're going to give away one more. So if you type in ZZ1 again, that'll get you entered. Remember, each time I start a giveaway, don't type it in more than once or it will disqualify you. Once I reset the entries, you can do it again, but only one time every time we start a giveaway, guys. So you're taking down a lot of Titans with your Newton with Toner and Fulgens. I'm not sure what league you're in, but those weapons are very weak, and so is the Titan right now. So if you're doing well with it, I'm guessing you're in the lower leagues, or I don't know, maybe you figured out something the rest of us haven't. Aku says Indra is better than the Luchador. Indra is really, really good. I mean, you can't buy Indra with your resources, though. I should do the countdown with my Optimus Prime voice. My voice is scratchy today. My throat's kind of sore, so I'd probably do a bad Optimus Prime voice today. I've never tried to do the Optimus Prime voice for anything other than saying Autobots roll out, so I don't know how well that would work for other stuff. I've never practiced it, really. All right, Aku says Indra is easy to get from the super chest. Yeah, you know, if you watch all the videos to get the keys and play a lot and earn the keys, and you wait till there's the overdrive thing, I don't know if it's easy to get from the super chest, but you definitely have a chance to get it out of there. So that is a good point, actually. I mean, if you can get one from the super chest, that's a pretty sweet deal, actually. Indra is really fun. I'm not sure how often that pops out of the super chest, but it's pretty sweet. So Eiffel, Myramids, and Aether are very weak Titans at the moment, so I can actually see why you're destroying those ones. That makes sense. But if you're fighting like a Luchador or an Indra or a Mauler or one of those, you're probably going to have a really hard time taking that out with the Tonans and the Fulgurs. But yeah, if you're fighting Myramids and Aethers and stuff like that, I can actually see how you would be smashing those pretty quickly. That actually makes sense now that you're telling me what you're smashing there. Man, my throat's sore. I'm glad the stream's almost over because I'm about ready to stop talking because I feel like I'm going to lose my voice soon. Ab, don't fix anything, man. You'll probably ruin it if you've already put it in there. All right, Grady's having pizza for lunch. Sounds pretty yummy. I wish I could eat pizza. Saeed got the Aether from the super chest. Vulture says Indra and Luchador still do really well for Minos of just running beacons. Yeah, those aren't bad. They're still a lot of fun, you know. Aku says, Danny, it's not a good decision to spend 2,000 platinum on a Titan. I don't know. I mean, sometimes you kind of got to get something decent, right? Grady White says, Danny is recruiting champion players. Yeah, our clan could probably use a couple more champion league players. Gravy says, how come Worobots not get Autobots? They would have to pay for a license, right? they would have to, whoever owns the Transformers, they would have to contact that company and buy a license to use the Transformers in their game. So that would probably be quite expensive, I would imagine. All right, guys and girls, we are going to go ahead and do the giveaway here. So Hasbro owns it. They would probably want like $1 million to use the Optimus Prime in their game. Maybe not that much, maybe a couple $100,000, but I bet it's really expensive. Yeah, Ultimate Shredders are quite good, Ollie. I think they're excellent weapons overall. I mean, pretty much anything Ultimate is usually really good. All right, so I'm gonna do a countdown, but yeah, my voice is really starting to get scratchy, so I gotta stop talking here. All right, I'm gonna count down from 10, and then we'll give away this growler. So here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We are picking the winner in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2.5, 2 3/4, 1, part of 1, and yeah, here we go. All right, God and Angels, what is your player ID you have and your platform? You just won a growler. I will send those out here in a minute after the stream ends, but congratulations. All right, guys. Yeah, I don't know what happened to my voice. It was my throat wasn't sore this morning. It just kind of comes out of nowhere sometimes. All right. So God and Angels, are you on iOS, Android, Steam, My Games? Which platform do you play on? So I got your ID, but I need to know which one of those things you're on there. So you are on, there's your ID. It's so hell weird it turns it black like that. I don't know why it does that. But you're welcome. I just need the rest of your information. Android, perfect. Let me copy that, put it on there. Sometimes there will be like 2 or 3 players with the same ID. It's kind of crazy, but there might be like somebody with your ID on iOS, Android, and Steam. It's kind of crazy. That's why we usually ask for that, just in case there ends up being somebody with different stuff. So yeah, anyways, I am going to send those out here in a minute after the stream ends. But yeah, my voice is so scratchy. I gotta stop talking, or I'm probably gonna lose my darn voice. Let me hit the ending soon button. It's not working. There we go. There we go. Ah, cool. Aaron's going to get a second Ultimate Shredder. Awesome, man. Ultimate Shredders are pretty nice. That's for sure. All right, everybody. Thank you for coming out. You guys and girls are super awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you a lot. Thank you to the channel members. Thank you. We got a donation today, so thank you for that. I really appreciate you guys with the extra support. I really do. So, Ashish, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Oh, Steel Shot gifted the membership to somebody. I didn't even see that. Steel Shot, if you're here, thank you, buddy. I don't know how I missed that, but yeah, it says he gifted somebody a membership. Crap. And I didn't say thank you because I didn't see it. Now I feel bad. He's probably not here anymore, but Steel Shot, if you're still here, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that big time. I'll have to put out, I don't know. I don't know if he's here or not. But that was very nice of Z Frank, thanks, buddy. I'm going to try to. Grady, yep. I'll probably see you later tonight if you're on. Blake Lee, catch you later. You guys are awesome, and thank you all so much. I appreciate each and every one of you a lot. And yeah. See you guys later. Hot tea, I might have to try that. Bye, everybody. Get to the chopper. Get to the beacon now. All right, see you guys.